Sherry and Zone 8A. Today I wanted to show you, this is early spring 2021, I believe it's March 8th, and I lost everything to Snowmageddon here in Texas, and I've been planting garlic back and all those kinds of things. But if you're in a lower zone, if you're up north, I'm actually from Cincinnati, and the things I might be doing here might just be a little ahead of what you're going to be doing where you are. So, you know, always watch different YouTube people, and you know, make sure you get as much information as you can from different places. Now sometimes you get good information, I know, and sometimes you get bad, and today I'm going to just show you a couple things that will be good information for you if you're getting ready to start growing yourself. So I have been growing, as you can see here. I've already planted some new red fire leaf lettuce. This is green onions. This is mesclun lettuce. And what we're gonna do, this is cilantro. What we're gonna do over here is get some radishes in here and some chives in here. So these radishes I planted in the fall and was able to harvest some before Snowmageddon 2021. And I really like these. These are from Park Seeds. They're a radish hybrid, and it's called Roxanne. And these really had a delicious taste to them. Those seeds are so easy to plant because, you know, you just have to move a little dirt out of the way and put a little more back over them. So this is one of my best kept secrets. I actually found it on a YouTube video somewhere. And this is the best thing to water your seedlings with outside and your and to start out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to I have water in here, and these baby powder bottles, you just give them 2 turns and pop it off. And then I put out buckets of water last night so the chlorine and stuff would not be so bad in them. And then I just dunk it down in there, put the lid back on, and keep moving on my way. So I've watered everything that I've planted already with this today, and I use it for planting as well. So I'm just going to get some of these seeds out. You can get in close on the seeds, babe. And you'll see these radish seeds. Nice, they got a nice hard shell on them. They're not as little as some of the seeds. So what I do is I push the dirt out of the way, and then I remember where I pushed the dirt out of the way and come back to the other part, the little part that's left. So I'm just going to drop these around. It's nice when you can see them. And these are nice light color, so I can see where they go. And I'll have to thin them later, which is, I'll show you that when the time comes. I'm just going to put a little dirt over there, push that down on them. And like I do this little part over here. Just going to move that out of the way. You can see where my things I had growing died. Often in Texas you get to grow things pretty much year round. Obviously it didn't work out so well this year. But so I had a lot of that, even my garlic died. So that was pretty rough. Snowmageddon. Hopefully it won't happen again in my lifetime. Alright, so I'm going to put those over there. You just want to push the ground gently and then water them in. If you ever don't, make sure you always water seeds in, plants in, always water it in. Don't believe anyone who says you don't water it in. Yes, you do. I've been growing in gardens with my mom since I was just a little tiny girl, and my mom taught me everything I know until I moved to Texas, and now I've learned a lot from other people and from books, and I've just had to research. So last year I had a pretty successful garden, and I'm sure this year it's going to be even better. Planting a lot of things I've never planted in my life before. Radishes were new to me this year, and chives. Look at this beautiful package from Hudson Valley Seeds. Is that just incredible? Watch how it's precious it is to open. You know, we all have the grace to grow things. The seeds really know what to do, and they do the work themselves. So, you know, anyone can do this. You know, so I hope you're planning on doing a little garden. Check this out. How cute is this? Tells you who did the art on the package, and then they have some information about chives, and then here's the package with the actual seeds. Tells you how deep to plant them and everything. But these artistic packets have been just making me so happy while I've been planting. I'm like, oh, I like liking Hudson Valley seeds. Now I haven't tested their germination rate too much yet, so I'll let you know. Botanical interest in park seeds I've had really good germination with. Okay, so these are little tiny seeds. If you look, so just from gardening a long time, I know without looking on the pack that these do not need dirt under them. Now, see, if I didn't look, I was wrong. It says to put them a half an inch, that little tiny seed. Wow, I'm surprised. Nice. So that's why you always read. If they give it to you, read it. So I'm going to guess on a half inch. I'm going to pull a little more dirt over this time. And I'm telling you, for me to wear gardening gloves just rarely ever happens. It's already a little damp because I watered all these earlier when I was making sure they were prepared. And I've been going around filling them, gardening. So, chives. Boy, do I like chives. All right. So, these are dark, so it's harder to see. So I just sprinkle them around a little. Hold on to these. Down there. I'm a very messy gardener. If you're messy, don't feel bad about it. It's alright. It's just how it is. Some people are really neat. Some people aren't. Alright. Now this side, get a little bit wet. That. Like I said, I've watered these buckets totally before I planted them. Evened out. And then the most important thing, water them. Isn't this fabulous and free? You'll see that I reuse a lot of things because I want to do everything I can to make the world better for my grandchildren than it is for me. I have here a cut off milk carton that I'm carrying the seeds I needed today outside. I'm gonna put these back in their cute little so much fun. These ones I planted already. And in this container, I even cut these and make stakes with them. This is where I have all my stakes. You can see most of them have been used. I try to find something to reuse them. When I run out, I get some of these yogurt containers or cottage cheese containers and just cut up new sticks to put in. All right, well, I'm going to maybe show you just a couple more things out here and show you what I've been planting. So this box, please look at, now I consider this a garden. You see all these pots? A lot of people might think, that's no garden. You know, yeah, it is a garden. It has given me lots of food and it's a perfect way to garden. And in Texas there's so many pests and everything. I find the pots work really well. Now out here, this is our land too. You see where we started this garden bed out here? Very excited about that this year. It's going to be new this year and still has some more work to do on it, but I'm going to be planting watermelons and some giant bushel gourds down the end and a couple pumpkins probably. So I'm going to have to get some shade cloth because in Texas the sun is different than anywhere I've ever been in my life, and it just gets too hot for everything. Last year I had a watermelon bust from the heat, so I'll show you a picture of that. We'll link that in to this video, and so I'm super excited about that. And then over here by the fence, I'm sure you can see where it's like dug up over there. That is going to be my medicinal herb garden in honor of my dogs. We lost both of our dogs in the last year. Basically, we lost both our pups. They were like 16 years old. They had great lives, and we miss them so much. so it's going to be a medicinal garden in their honor. And so I've started lots of medicinal herbs already and that kind of thing. But of course, I need a lot of help over there because physically I'm not able to do those kinds of things. So a little happy start of spring here, even though it's early. We're in Texas. These are different radishes, and I planted them on 224. It says on there, and you can see they're coming up. They're going to do their thing, and I'll have radishes in probably a little over a month. And radishes that you grow at home are unlike radishes you get from the store. So if you think you don't like radishes, like I did, I just started growing my own radishes because someone on YouTube said, grow some. They're totally different. You're going to like them. So I did. And now I'm just thinking, like, where do I have room to grow more? They're so good. There's my buddies out there. Show them Jasmine and Diamond. Hola, Diamond. Hola, mi amor. Hi. Hi, Jazz. What's up, big boy? Huh? Those are our neighbors' horses, and I love them so much. And I go back there and feed them treats all the time. By that I mean apples, carrots, watermelon. They've had watermelon from the garden last year. So sometimes they'll come here, especially like in the morning or evening, and I guess he can see me through my window when I'm having breakfast, and he stomps his foot and wants me to come out and bring him something. So he gets lots of treats, because who could resist that guy, right? And that pretty girl Jazz. So yeah. So get some seeds. Go to the Dollar Tree. Their seeds are going to be fine. Some of the seeds I've planted have been from $4 at the Dollar Tree, and then some of them are from more expensive places. Sometimes they do better just as well as expensive seeds. So I do have some of those, I've planted out here, and I've planted a lot more, but I don't want to keep you too long, so we'll look at that the next time. So I pray you have a beautiful day, and if you like what you hear, please subscribe or hit like.